For part 2 of our discussions in capacitance and dielectrics is capacitor network. So pag sinabing network, halo na, no? Halo na yung series at saka parallel. So there are capacitors that neither all in series nor all in parallel. So hindi lahat ng capacitor ay naka-series lang o kaya ay naka-parallel. We can, however, identify the portion of the arrangement that are either in series or parallel. Pero pwede natin ma-identify siya kung anong portion or part yung naka-series or parallel. So, for example, 6.4. A 12 microfarad capacitor is connected in parallel with 6 microfarad capacitor. So, pag may statement na ganon, i-drawing natin agad. So, we have here, tawagin natin itong C1 since una siyang binanggit as 12 microfarad. And this is C2 as 6 microfarad. So, yun yung statement na 12 microfarad is connected in parallel with 6 microfarad. This parallel combination is connected in series with 9 microfarad. So, siya ay naka-connect in series with, let's say, C3. Ikaw na yung magpapangalan sa capacitor mo. Pwedeng in numbers or kaya ay letters. So, C3 is 9 microfarad. This group of capacitor is connected in parallel with 4 microfarad capacitor. So, lahat yan ay nakakonect in parallel with 4 microfarad capacitor. So, ito yung C4. So, that is 4 microfarad. The entire network was connected across a potential difference of 36 volts. So, ito na yung voltage natin supplied. So, V total is 36 volts. So, letter A, find the capacitance of the network. So, C total. Letter B, the charge of the network. So, Q total. Letter C, the charge and voltage Q in H. Letter D, V in H of the capacitor. So, wala ko ng calcu, guys. So, to find for C total, unahin muna natin yung capacitor na pinakamalayo. Bakit? Kasi, mula sa malayo, papalapit tayo sa voltage. So, nakaparallel yan. So, we have letter A, C total. So, we have C1. Pag nakaparallel, di ba, pinag-a-add lang. 6 plus 12 is equal to 18 microfarad. And then, for C1, 2, 3, no? So, makikita nyo, ito naman, let's say, parang ganito yan. Ito yung C1, 2, ito yung C3. So, that is 1 all over, 1 over C1, 2 is 18 plus 1 over C3 is 9. So, equals, so 18 reciprocal plus 9 reciprocal equals reciprocal is 6 microfarad. So, kung ito yung C3, no? C1, 2, and then ito ngayon yung C1, 2, 3 as 6 microfarad, finally, nakaparallel siya sa 4 microfarad sa C4. So, ang C total ngayon, masasabi natin na nakaparallel, i-add lang. 6 plus 4. So, C total equals 10 microfarad. So, next letter B, Q. Q total is equal to C total, B total. So, equal C total is 10 microfarad times total voltage is 36 volts. So, equals, so 10 times 36 is 360. Ano unit ng charge? Microfarad. coulomb. So, pabalik naman ngayon. So, pag nakaparallel, ano equal? Equal ang voltage, ano? Okay. So, masasabi natin na ang voltage total ay equal sa voltage 4 at saka sa voltage 1, 2, 3. At yon ay 36 volts. Okay? So, for V4, ito ang value ng V4. So, kung may V4 tayo, pwede nating masolve ang Q4. So, Q4 is equal to C4 V4. C4 is 4 microfarad multiply by V4 is 36 volts. So, 36 times 4 is 144 microcoulomb for Q4. Next, for dito naman. So, ang C1, 2, 3 naka-series. So, pag series, ano equal? Charge. So, C, Q, Q, 1, 2, 3 is equal to Q1, 2 is equal to Q3. Dahil naka-series, ano? So, ano ba yung Q1, 2, 3? Okay, wala pa tayo niyan. So, ang Q1, 2, 3 ay V1, 2, 3 C1, 2, 3. So, Q is equal to C times B. So, C1, 2, 3 V1, 2, 3. So, kung nasolve na natin yung C4, meron na tayong V4, meron tayong Q4 dito naman. So, kunin muna natin yung charge. So, ang charge is C times B. So, ano yung C1, 2, 3? 6 microfarad times voltage 1, 2, 3 is also 36 volt. So, equals 6 times 36 is 216 unit is microcoulomb. Ngayon, para ma-check mo yan, okay, hindi mo wala ibabox ito dahil hindi yan ang tinatanong. So, 216 plus 144 is 360. So, 216 plus 144, 360. Tama. So far, tama. So, ang Q123 is equal to C123 equals to C12 equals to V12. Okay? C12 at saka Q123 ay equal sa Q12 equal sa Q3 dahil naka-series. Ano yung value na yun? 216 microcoulomb. So, ito ibabox mo dahil individual charges ang tinatanong. No? Q in each. And then we can solve for V3. Ano ang formula ng V3? That is Q all over C. From Q is equal to C times B. So, ano yung charge 3? 216 microcoulomb divided by C3 is 9 microfarad. So, cancel ang micro. And then, coulomb divided by farad or charge divided by capacitance is volts. So, the answer is 24 volts. So, this is for V3. So, kompleto na yung Q, yung sa C4 at saka sa C3. Ngayon, sa Q12, nakaano siya, nakaparallel. So, parallel, equal ang voltage dyan. So, isolve natin ang V12. Ano ang V12? Ang V12 ay Q12 all over C12. So, that is 216 microcoulomb divided by C12. Na-solve na natin yan is 18 microfarad. So, equals 216 divided by 18 is 12. So, ano unit nito? Volts. So, since nakaparallel, ang B12 is equal to B1 is equal to B2. And that is 12 volts. Dahil parallel, equal ang voltage. So, finally, for Q1 and Q2, that is C1, B1. C1 is 12 microfarad times 12 volts is 144 ba yun? 12 times 12. So, ano unit niyan? Microcoulomb for C1. And then for Q2 is C2, B2. That is also, what is C2? C2 is 6 microfarad times 12 is equal to, so 6 times 12, 72 microcoulomb. That is for C2. Okay, so ito yung ibabox natin, ano? And then, mas maganda kung gagawa tayo ng table, ano? So, let's say for, okay, dito ka lang ilagay yung sagot ng Q4, ha? 144 microcoulomb. Okay, babox yan, ha? Kasi, tinan nyo yung mga binax ko. C total, Q total, tapos Q in each and V in each. Yan, Q4, Q3, Q4, Q1, Q4, Q1, Q2. Okay? Q4, Q3, Q1, Q2 para sa charges. And then how about for V? We have V4, V1, V2, V3, and V4. So gagawa tayo ng table. Ano? Okay, buburahin ko na to. Nandun naman yun. Para makagawa tayo ng table. So we have for the capacitance, C. Okay. Next is Q. Okay. C, Q, and then V. And then for C1, C2, C3, C4, and then C total. Okay. Tapos, for Q1, okay. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q total. And then last for voltage. So, para pag nag-check ako, madali na, no? Pagka network ang pinapahanap, gaya, gagawa ng table. Okay. Para madaling mag-check. And then, ilalagay yung mga value. Ano C1? 12 microfarad. Ano ang C2? 6 microfarad. C3, 9 microfarad. C4, 4 microfarad. Ano C total? 10 microfarad. For charge 1, Q1, ito, 144 microcoulomb, 72 microcoulomb. Ano pa? Q3, 216 microcoulomb. Q4, 144 microcoulomb. And then Q total is 360 microcoulomb. Next, for V1, 12 volts. 12 volts. V3, 24 volts. V4, 36 volts. V total, 36 volts. So ngayon, check mo yan. No? Natama ba na ang, let's say, Q1 is CV? So 12 times 12, ganon. 6 times 12. So 6 times 12. Ayan. So 9 times 24. Diba? Ang Q is equal to CB. 9 times 24. 216. Ayan. 36 times 4. Okay. And then 36 times 10 is 360. Tapos, makikita natin dito, pag parallel, equal ang voltage. B1, B2, ganon. Okay. Tapos, pinag-a-add. Diba? Ang charges. Tapos, pag naka-series, equal naman yung charges. Voltage ang pinag-a-add. So, gagawa ng table pagka capacitor network. Next is energy stored in capacitor. Many of the most important applications of capacitor depend on their ability to store energy. So, ang capacitor, nag-store siya ng energy. So, para malaman natin yung energy stored, so ito ang topic natin. The electric potential energy stored in charged capacitor is just equal to the amount of work required to charge it. So, yung energy ay work din yon. The potential energy or energy U required to charge a capacitor C to a potential difference V and charge Q is equal to the energy stored in the capacitor. So, maraming formula ng energy stored in capacitor. So, number 1, U is equal to 1/2 of Q times V. So, kasi, from 0 charge hanggang sa fully charge, 1 charge, ang average nun, 0 plus 1 divided by 2, kaya 1/2 Q times V. Ang formula ng energy. Meron din tayong formula ng charge na 1/2 CV square. Meron derivation dyan, ha? Ang Q ay C times B. Kaya 1/2 C times B times B ay 1/2 CV square. At meron din tayong formula na 1/2 Q square all over C. Okay? 1/2 of Q square all over C. From B is equal to Q times C, kaya 1/2 Q square all over C. So, tatlo formula natin ng energy. So, kahit alin dyan, pwede mong gamitin. Pero I suggest, ito na lang na 1/2 Q times B. So, from example, kaya hindi ko binura, yung network capacitor, find the energy stored in each capacitor. So, isosolve natin ng use of 1 using 1/2, Q1V1 is equal to 1/2. Ano Q1? 144 microcoulomb times voltage 1 ay 12 volts. So, equals, or use of 1 is equal to 1/2 capacitor 1, C1V1 square. So, 1/2, so 12 microfarad times voltage 1 is 12 volts and then square equals, or pwede ring use of 1 is equal to 1/2. Ano yung Q? 144 microcoulomb and then square. Okay? 144 and then divide C, 12 microfarad equals. So, i-compute natin. 144 exponent negative 6 times 12 times 0.5 equals 8.64 times 10 raised to negative 4. Ano unit nito? Joule. For energy. Take note, this is exponent negative 6, ha? Or 12 square times 12 exponent negative 6 times 0.5 is 8.64 times 10 raised to negative 4 joule. So, kahit ano gamitin, tama, no? Or 144 exponent negative 6 square divide by 12 exponent negative 6 equals times 0.5 is also 8.64 times 10 raised to negative 4 joule. So, yun na i-record natin dito. Extend natin ito. Kaya gagawa kayo ng table pagka capacitor network para madaling mag-check. So, for energy, pwedeng mauna yung C, QB, tapos energy dito, no? Para kitang-kita yung nauna yung capacitance. So, for energy 1, 8.64 times 10 raised to negative 4 joule. For is of 2, is of 3, is of 4, and then E total. So, for is of 2, use of 2, U or E, yun na rin yun, energy. No? O, sige, E, energy, is 1/2 Q2V2 na lang, ano? Yun ang madaling formula. 1/2 Q2 is 72 microcoulomb times voltage 2. Kaya pag naka-table na, madali na gumawa eh. And then, E3, okay, dito na lang, is 1/2 Q3 V3, 1/2, ano yung Q3? 216 microcoulomb times voltage 3, 24 volts. So, dito na lang sa left side. E of 4 is 1 half Q4 V4. Pwede rin gusto mo gamitin 1 half C V square or 1 half Q square all over C. Ang Q4 natin ay 144 microcoulomb times, ano yung V4? 36. So, equals. And then, for E total, 1 half Q total V total. 1 half 360 microcoulomb times 36 volt. So, equals. So, ipopost ko muna, tapos susulat ko na lang yung sagot pagka-compute ko. So, guys, this time, i-record natin. E2, na-compute natin, 4.32 times 10 raised to negative 4 joule. For E3, na-compute natin, 2.592 times 10 raised to negative 3 joule. For E4, 2.592 times 10 raised to negative 3 joule. And for E total, 6.48 times 10 raised to negative 3 joule. Guys, ang pag-check niyan, ang capacitor, kahit naka-series or parallel, ang energy pinag-a-add. So, pag pinag-add natin lahat ito, 8.64 exponent negative 4 plus 4.32 exponent negative 4 plus 2.592 exponent negative 3 plus 2.592 exponent negative 3 equals 6.48 exponent negative 3. So, yun ang pag-check ha. Ang total energy ay pinag-a-add or ang individual energy ay sum or pinag-a-add at iyon ay equal sa total energy. Unlike pagka-charge at voltage, pag naka-series lang equal ang charge, ang voltage pinag-a-add. Pag parallel, ang voltage equal, ang charge ay pinag-a-add. So, yan ang energy stored in the capacitor in capacitor network. Next is dielectrics in capacitor. So, most capacitors have non-conducting material or dielectric. So, karamihan ng capacitor walang dielectric. So, nilalagay yan sa pagitan ng conducting plates. Placing a solid dielectric between the plates of a capacitor serves the three functions. So, tatlo ang silbi ng dielectric sa capacitor. Una, it solves the mechanical problems of maintaining two large metal sheets at a very small separation without actual contact. So, pinapaliit niya yung area. Ano? Second, using dielectric increases the maximum possible potential difference between the capacitor plates. So, pwedeng sa pamamagitan ng paglalagay ng dielectric sa capacitor sa loob mismo ay pwedeng ilagay or pwedeng supplyan ng mataas na voltage. And then third, the capacitance of a capacitor of a given dimension is greater when there is a dielectric between the plates than when there is a vacuum. So, mas tumataas ang capacitance pagka nilalagyan ng dielectric. So, we conclude that the capacitance with the dielectric present is greater than C sub O. So, yung sinusolve nating capacitance, C sub O is equal to EOA all over D. Old capacitance yan, ano? When the space between them is completely filled with dielectric. So, the ratio of C to C sub O to the ratio of B sub O to B is called the dielectric constant of the material K. So, ang new capacitance ngayon is equal to C sub O times K or K C sub O, no? Or that is K, to solve for K, we have C all over C sub O or B sub O all over V or E sub O all over E. So, yung E ay old yun, ano? Yung walang O, yung O ay old yun. Yung walang subscript na O ay new yun. So, yan ang K constant. So, the dielectric K is a pure number. So, wala siyang unit because C is always greater than C sub O. K is always greater than the unity. So, some representative values of K are given in table. So, So, meron tayo dito table. Pagka vacuum, ang K niya ay 1. Pagka air, 1.00059. Pagka naman air at 100 atmospheric pressure, 1.0548. Pag Teflon, 2.1. Polyethylene, 2.25. Benzene, 2.28. Mica, 3 to 6. Kadalasan ito yung nilalagay, mica. Ito yung parang wood, ano? Mylar, 3.1. Glass, and many others. So, if we have the capacitance when the dielectric is present, so pwede natin masabi na ang C natin is equal to K, and then C sub O is EOA all over D. Yan ang bagong formula natin pag meron ng dielectric constant between the plate. So, for example, 6. Suppose that parallel plates each have an area of 500 cm square. So, binanggit, 500 cm square times for every 100 cm is 1 meter. So, square yan, i-convert natin para maging meter square. So, we have 500 and then divide by 100 square equals, so 0.05. Ano unit niya? Meter square. So, kailangan kasi ang area in meter square. And are 3 mm apart. So, D, 3 mm. Or that is 3 times 10 raised to negative 3 meter. We connect the capacitor to a power supply. Charge it to a potential difference of 4 kilovolts. So, V is 4 kilovolts. Or that is 4 times 10 raised to 3 volts. And disconnect the power supply. When we insert a sheet of insulating material between the plates, completely filling the space between them. So, nag-insert ng dielectric, that is insulating material. We find that the potential difference decreases to 2 kilovolts. So, if we have old voltage and then V voltage is equal to, ano siya? 2,000 volts na lang. 2 kilovolts is 2 times 10 raised to 3 volts. So, habang binabasa natin yung problem, sinusulat na natin yung mga given. Ganyan ang pag-solve ng problem, guys. Kung ano yung given, bigay na yun no? Sulat mo na. And then yung required, yun na lang yung mahuhuli. Or minsan, sa una, yun ang hinahanap, no? Yun ang required, and then the rest is given. So, while the charge on each capacitor plates remain constant. So, constant yung charge. Find the original capacitance C sub O. So, ito na, nagtanong na, no? Required na. Yan. Letter A, C sub O. Meron pa yan. Letter B, the magnitude on charge Q on each plate. So, letter B, Q. Equal yung charge sa magkabilang capacitor. Dielectric constant and possible material used between the plates. So, dielectric K. Yun ang hinahanap. Or the material. Okay? So, pag may value na tayo ng K, titingnan na natin doon sa table. So, for letter A, C sub O is equal to EOA all over D. So, 8.85 times 10 raised to negative 12 farad per meter. Remember last meeting, ang formula. Area is 0.05 meter square, and then divide by D is 3 times 10 raised to negative 3 meter. So, cancel ang meter square. Natirang unit is farad. So, 8.85 exponent negative 12 times 0.05, and then divide by 3 exponent negative 3. So, the answer is 1.4575 times 10 raised to negative 10. Ano unit dito? Farad. Or, C sub O is equal to, gawin natin exponent negative 12. Pindutin mo yung eng. No? Nasaan yung eng? Taas ng 7 at 8. 147.5 times 10 raised to negative 12 farad is 147.5 picofarad, or that is 0.1475 nanofarad. So, equal yan, ha? Paano naman nangyari yun? ito, mag-move ka na isa doon, magiging negative 9 yun. Nag-move ka ng dalawa, magiging negative 12. Pi, core, n, nano. Letter B, Q. So, ano formula for Q? Q is equal to CB, di ba? Okay. So, ang formula niyan, Q sub O, C sub O, B sub O. So, 147.5 times 10 raised to negative 12 farad times B sub O, 4,000 volts. So, Q sub O equals 147.5 exponent negative 12 times 4,000. 5.9 times 10 raised to negative 7. Unit is coulomb, or pidutin mo yung N. Sabi dyan, 590 nanocoulomb or 0.59 microcoulomb. Iisa ang value niyan, guys, ha? And then for letter C, yung K. Ano ang formula ng K? B sub O all over B. Ano B sub O? 4 kilovolts divided by 2 kilovolts. So, equals. So, that is 2, no? So, cancel 2. So, yan ang K. Walang unit yan, ha? Now, what is the possible material? So, possible material is, so, titingin tayo sa table kung ano yung malapit. So, may 2.25, may 2.28. Ang pinakamalapit ay 2.1. That is Teflon. Okay? So, possible material is Teflon. So, ibabox mo, no? So, to check, pwede rin ang K is equal to C all over C sub O. Ano ba yung C mo? I-multiply mo lang yun, eh, no? So, ang new capacitance mo is 2 times, anyway, hindi naman tinatanong, eh, times C sub O. Para dito, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, madadalawang beses yung charge mo ng capacitor. So, madodoble ito. Mas maganda yung capacitor mo. So, ang dielectric, kumbaga sa tinapay, parang pampasarap. Halimbawa, kumain ka ng tinapay, walang palaman sa gitna. Ano palaman? Hangin, wala. 1 lang yon. Vacuum, air, almost the same. Pero pag nilagyan mo ng palaman, Teflon, twice na mas masarap. No? So, sa capacitor, yon. Pero siyempre, sa palaman, tinapay, maraming klaseng palaman. Okay? So, that is capacitance and dielectrics.